You're listening to the Substation Gaming Podcast. I'm Black Chestnut. With me, I have Ricola.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about the new Kirby game that got announced, the Bayo 3 trailer, and then the Splatoon Special Edition Switch.
The most exciting news, clearly.
Yeah, in that order. Yeah. So let's start it off with the Kirby game. Yeah. It's a little eShop title.
Yeah, they did a decent amount of those, haven't they? They had that like Kirby Smash Bros game.
Yeah.
They had that. They had a lot on 3DS on it.
Yeah, they had a lot on the 3DS because they would just take the mini games from the two 3DS games and then like expand on them in a full title. And then they had that one where it was top down. It was like Kirby Battle Royale, but it wasn't actually a Battle Royale. Yeah.
Yeah. This one seems a bit, I don't know what the word is, ambitious. The nose, at least. I don't know. At least this is original.
Yeah, it does look a little bit better overall than a lot of the previous Kirby like eShop exclusive titles.
Yeah, and it's weird how soon we're getting this. Like, how long ago was like Lost World now? Or Forgotten World, whatever that game is called.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, so it's weird that this is just already here, you know?
Yeah.
I think they would have like saved this as like a buffer till the next Kirby game, you know? Like have it like in a year ago. I don't know.
I mean, like, you gotta remember this is it's a Kirby anniversary year. So they are doing a lot of Kirby stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah.
As for the game itself, I don't know. You run around. You will roll around and like
roll around. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go ball mode. Kirby likes to go ball mode a lot. You ever notice that?
I mean, yeah. We've got Dream Course. That other one.
Rainbow Curse.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Curse and Canvas Curse.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a ball. What are you gonna do? Like, you gotta have all the ball gimmicks. Yeah, it looks like this trailer. I think there's like what 2 modes it looked like to you, right?
At least 2 that they like really showed off. There was one that looked more like a traditional race, and then another one that was like kind of like a battle mode. In a small arena. It's all multiplayer focused. Yeah.
I'm curious, why would you make a Kirby race game and not just make Air Ride 2? Like, come on. Nobody doesn't want Air Ride 2.
Because Sakurai doesn't want to make it, and if Sakurai's not making it, then nobody else wants to make it.
He hasn't even like worked on Kirby in like 20 years. He can get some
no, that's the thing. It's like the only one who would make an Air Ride 2 would be Sakurai, and Sakurai doesn't want to make an Air Ride 2. So
yeah, because he hates sequels. He's said it before.
I'm sure if Sakurai walked up to HAL and was like, I want to make Air Ride 2, and they were like, okay. I don't see how they would say no to that.
You know, if it's the anniversary year, just give me a nice HD port of Air Ride 1 on the Switch. Just do that, Nintendo. You can play it with one Joy-Con, because that game only uses one button. It's great.
I feel like that's not actually as impressive as it sounds.
It's very fun. I
mean, that's like saying is like, oh yeah, Sonic. He only uses one button. And it's like that's not actually a good thing.
No, but it's good in Kirby's Air Ride because you don't have to use the A button, and also you could just press the shoulder button instead, so you could just play with like one hand. I remember I got a milkshake while I was playing Kirby's Air Ride once, and I was drinking it while playing the game, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever." You can't do that with any other games except
for Cookie Clicker,
Blades. Elder Scrolls Blades, as Tom
and
Howard
Cookie Clicker. Although you're not playing maximum efficiency if you're only using one hand for Cookie Clicker.
That's true.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need another hand for your coffee, as Todd Howard famously said.
How are you gonna get through that Cookie Clicker speedrun? Only using one hand.
Man, Cookie Clicker. I did put a few 100 hours into that.
Dude, you can speedrun that game in like 4 hours.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's got like New Game Plus.
Yeah. Kirby would play Cookie Clicker, but then get immediately upset that the cookies weren't real.
Yes, that is exactly what would happen. Then he would, I don't know, go into the computer and have a fun cyberspace adventure.
Yeah. They didn't get to eat the real cookies, but they weren't real because they were computer cookies.
Yeah.
Get it?
And I don't know.
Like the website cookies.
Oh, got it. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And how do we make this Kirby story fucked up? Like, we have to have some dark lore somewhere in there.
He fights an evil AI. He's literally already done that, but he just have him do it again.
Sure. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this game looks pretty though. The cake aesthetic is nice. I've never played a game where it's just entirely a cake. Like we had a Kirby game where it's all yarn, but not cake.
It's true. It's taking entire place on a cake. It's like that one Mario Party course.
Oh yeah, isn't there one? Yeah,
it's a cake one. Yeah,
I know it exists, but I can't place it. It's just like vague Mario Party.
It was in the newest one.
Is the newest one a remake?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not that exactly a remake. It's technically they just took a bunch of stuff from previous games.
Yeah. Odd.
Yeah. Oh, but because of this Kirby trailer, it caused Arlo to trend on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Because he made that stupid thumbnail where he had like scales.
Yeah. With the Kirbys. It's like Kirby fan is the big fat Kirby, and then Metroid fans are the slightly fat Kirby, and then the not fat Kirby is Pikmin fans.
Pikmin fans are too cocky.
What were you saying before I interrupted you?
Oh, no, I forgot what I was just going to say the Arlo thing you were saying, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just going to say that was like his thumbnail or whatever.
Yeah. Because it's like... Pikmin. It's really funny because, like, when the whole thing was, like, half the people were being like, whoa, why can't people just, like, accept a joke, man? It's like, it's obviously just a joke. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other half of the people were actually mad at Arlo.
I'm not mad at Arlo. He just needs to let Paper Mario and Pikmin go. It's not happening, Arlo.
Yeah.
We got Pikmin 4. It was on a 3DS.
We'll get another Pikmin game eventually.
Sure.
Just not anytime particularly soon.
Isn't that another case where it needs to be like Miyamoto wants to make it?
Yeah. I mean, Miyamoto will make another Pikmin eventually. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he made those Pikmin movies for fun that you had to pay for.
Yeah. But, like, I kind of understand why some people did actually get mad at Arlo about that. Because while it is very silly, Arlo does make statements like that unironically all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because he's being ironic this time doesn't mean he doesn't do this unironically all the time, you know? It's like...
Nintendo fans are silly.
Yeah.
Super Mario's the one I'm most like, how come people can't just give up on that? There's so many other RPGs.
I understand.
There's so many other quirky RPGs out there, though.
Yeah, but they want this one that's specifically Mario and is specifically made for babies.
Because, like, the whole idea of the 3 good Paper Mario games was they're all wildly very different. So if we got another one, it wouldn't be like another Thousand Year Door anyway.
That's not that true. Thousand Year Door and the original aren't that different from each other.
Gameplay-wise,
Thousand Year Door just kind of expands upon what the original was already doing, you know?
Yeah, I think, though, like, setting-wise and all that, like, story-wise, it's like way weirder. Like,
I mean, I can completely understand because the newer games, you know, are just way worse. Like, the only one that's even decent is Origami King. You know, like, Sticker Star and Color Splash are just straight up trash games. Like, they're straight up horrible.
Yeah. But
so it's like, I understand, you know.
Go and, I don't know, go buy Omori or something.
But they don't want to play Omori. That's sad. They want to play a Mario game that's an RPG. You know? No, I totally understand, because it's like there isn't necessarily something like that is specifically Mario. Like, a big part of the appeal is that it's Mario. So you can tell them go play Bug Fables, and a lot of them will enjoy it, but it's like a big part of the appeal is that it's a Mario RPG, which is something we don't have anymore. You know, they just don't make Mario RPGs anymore because the Mario
Luigi games sold really badly and the company went bankrupt.
Yeah. Well, the remake sold badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi crossover game sold badly too. That wasn't a remake, I think.
That wasn't a remake. That was just bad. Yeah.
That was $1 billion idea. How did it turn out bad?
They were running on fumes at that point.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
You know, the best part of all these games, though, is even, the best part of, like, Thousand Year Door is, like, the non-Mario stuff, like, all the cool, like, wacky original stuff, though. Like, Vivian or something.
Yeah, but what's also cool about it is how it takes established Mario stuff and then modifies it.
Super Paper Mario, the stuff it does with the IP is cool, like Mr. L. Like,
yeah.
He's just cool Luigi. You know, Nintendo should just port these games already. Just put the Paper Mario. Actually, regular Paper Mario's on Switch now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Get Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario, and people shut up for another 3 years. Just go do it, Nintendo.
They could do it, but they won't.
They won't. Nintendo. Well, you want to talk about another Nintendo published game then?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because I feel like we didn't actually talk about Kirby that much, but that's okay.
But we did. We said all there was to say. You know,
yeah, there's just not much to say on it.
It's kind of a small-scale game. It's just you roll around and
you eat food.
Is this gonna be like $15 or something? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You can talk about Bayo 3.
Hooray! It's finally here.
Yeah, it's coming out in what, October, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's their spooky game. Yeah, this looks like good. I don't know where to start.
How about we start with the DMC1 reference? The lava spider. Yeah.
The one stupid spider boss in DMC1 that you fight like 3 times or something?
Yeah. You fight every boss in DMC1 3 times each.
Yeah.
And then the penultimate boss is a refight against all of the previous bosses 3 times each.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then the final boss is just Star Fox, or at least for his first phase.
Yeah. I gave up on DMC1 because of its live system. I never beat it.
I only gave up at the final boss because he was just stupid.
I gave up around a time you get like your first weapon because it's like I can't even have fun switching weapon. You gotta like crouch and this like takes like 40 seconds to switch weapons.
I was enjoying the game for the most part until I got to the final boss, because it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna make a game based around this like complex melee combat system, but then have the final boss not utilize any of the game's combat system at all. It's like, why?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, why?
Compare it to DMC5's final boss, which is like the greatest thing ever. Like the Virgil fight at the end of 5, where it's like, if you're good enough at that, you can kick his ass so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, DMC1 hasn't aged best. For its time, it's really cool, but still.
I think it's just the final boss that's bad, but yeah.
Bayo 3, I was curious about this, because after like DMC5, it's like, you gotta live up to that with another Bayonetta game. At least a bit, I feel like.
At least somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a few years now, so it's not like it's that's fresh in anyone's head. Like, this could be on its own now. But at the same time, it's got to be good. At least better than Bayo 2, you know?
Yeah.
I'm hoping this fixes some of the issues of Bayo 2's combat, which, I mean, it would be pretty easy. Like, I think Bayo 2's combat was just, the issue is witch time is way too important.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, just make enemies that you can actually fight without witch time and you're done. It's good. Because the Bayo combat's just already spectacular. It's just that one issue.
Yeah.
Have you played Bayo 1?
No.
Oh, good plans. We're good.
I haven't played any of the Bayo games yet.
So I gotta replay them in preparation for 3 now.
I need to actually finish DMC 3 first. I played like
Good
a
luck.
few
That
hours
game
of
is
it.
hard.
Yeah.
What version are you playing?
Oh, it was the PC one.
Okay,
The one that came in the collection.
Okay, yeah, that's what I played. Although I think I have the Switch one. I just haven't really played it. That actually like lets you switch up your styles during levels.
Yeah,
which would be interesting. But we're talking about DMC more than Bayo because I mean, I don't know what to say about this. It's mostly like we see hints of a lot of plot stuff. So
yes.
I'm not gonna
new characters. Do you want to talk about any of the new characters shown off?
Oh yeah, there's lesbian Virgil, who's pretty playable character. Seems to have a grappling hook and katana, so that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I mean, grappling hooks and like a combat system as flashy as Bayonetta is like probably the most beautiful combination I've ever seen. I can't wait to just have fun with that.
There's lots of big monster summons in this.
Yeah, there usually is, you know.
There usually is.
I can't even really tell what the setting is in this one yet. Just from looking at the trailer, it's all over the place.
They were talking about like going between different dimensions and shit, right?
Yeah,
so it seemed like they were like dimension happening.
Yeah, I think we even see another Bayonetta. It looks like around the part where you're on the train.
Right.
Like
I'm pretty sure this is like Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta in this game is not supposed to be our main dimension's Bayonetta.
Yeah, the working theory I've seen is that it's the young Cereza from like the first game because she has the same hair too.
Right.
And also she has a different voice actress, so I don't know.
It seems likely that it's like not supposed to be the same Bayonetta from the first 2 games, and it's a different dimension.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess just have crazy, wacky dimension hopping. At this point, how do you top the last 2 games? Like, the first one ends if you fighting God. The second one, you go to hell and beat the shit out of hell to bring someone back from the dead, and then fight God again.
Yeah.
So this one, you're going to be jumping around dimensions and fighting another God.
Something like that.
You know, these big summons, like you actually move it around with the spider and stuff. It's kind of more than you do in the other Bayos. Usually the big summons are like a big finisher, you know? Like
they're more
using wacky quick time events, smashing buttons. Like this, it's actually it's working into combat a bit more.
Yeah.
Bayo 2 had the thing where once your one bar was filled up, you could like become super powered and you'd have like sort of like a big summon thing, but it was kind of lame. I'm hoping this goes back to the thing where your bars, I remember what the name for the bar is. I'll just call it the mana bar, or that's mainly just used for like the torture attacks and stuff, because those are like really fun and they're useless in 2. Yeah, that's just my main thing with this. I'm just hoping just fix up the few problems from 2's combat, and yeah, this is already great. Like, I don't even need to know anything else.
Right.
Got a full-on other character to play as. Like, give it to me. I want to play it. Don't know what else to say about it.
Okay. Well, if you don't have anything else to say on it, we could move on.
Yeah, it's more like, yeah, we've already seen Bayo 3, so it's like most of my interesting thoughts are, I don't know, go find when that trailer came out, go find a podcast from back then.
It was during that one Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I probably have some more complex opinions there. Now I'm just waiting for the game.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we can talk about the Splatoon Special Edition Switch.
Yeah, it's an OLED one.
Yeah, so...
It's very pretty.
So a day before it got announced, or like a day or two before it got announced, people were noticing that, like the Splatoon, like not Splatoon, the Switch, like new iterations reveals were getting privated on YouTube and stuff, and they're like, oh, they only do this when they're about to announce a new model and stuff. So everyone was like, oh, it's gonna be a Switch Pro, and I was just sitting there being like, no, it's not a Switch Pro. It's gonna be a special edition Splatoon Switch. And I was right. Yeah, it happened so fast I didn't even have time to make a tweet declaring it before it would happen, but I was right.
Interestingly, this isn't bundled to Splatoon 3, right?
Yeah, it's not.
That's odd.
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm happy, though, because if they did bundle it, it would be like a digital download code or like pre-installed on it. You know? And I want to get a physical copy.
I think the Odyssey bundle with like the dark red Joy-Cons, I think that came with it physically, if I remember right.
That makes a bit more sense.
Some bundles they do, some bundles they don't. It's weird.
Usually they don't if they have the game included. They'll usually have it digitally. Like I know they did that with the Animal Crossing Switch. So I'm actually kind of happy, at least for me personally, just because I do want to buy this, and I am going to get it.
I was planning on eventually getting an OLED Switch because my Switch can't read games anymore. I can only play games.
So you really need a new one.
Yeah, so... And I don't know, I don't want to take that and get repaired. I kind of wanted a new one anyway. Like, I wanted to buy the OLED because I mainly play handheld to begin with.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This will be nice to have. I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's pretty looking. I really like the sort of gradient color Joy-Cons with the squid art on them.
Like I expected them to do Splatoon 3 Switch, right?
Yeah,
and it looks even better than I thought it would.
The Splatoon 2 Switch, I don't think I remember that being that fancy. Wasn't it just colored Joy-Cons?
It was just like plain colored Joy-Cons, and you could buy those Joy-Cons separately.
Yeah, I have them now. I have those colors now.
Yeah, it's like
the green ones.
Pink and green, yeah. So this one, it's got like, keep in mind the backs are white, and they've got like indents on them.
That's so you know they're the fancy new Joy-Cons that are slightly less prone to drift.
That's good.
They did the thing right where they have they just put a piece of cardboard in there, right? Someone figured out the trick, and Nintendo was like, "Oh my god, someone figured it out. They got us to do that now." they're just like a little piece like inside the Joy-Con next to the analog stick that completely like fixes the drift.
Yeah,
it's like all it takes. You know, drift's a weird issue because I have a lot of old controllers that I've used a ton, and it's never an issue I've noticed until like recent consoles.
Same.
Like I've gone through like 6 Joy-Cons now.
Yeah.
I mean, like total Joy-Cons. Only like 2 of those out of those 6 have like started to drift, but you know, you can only buy them in like packs of 2.
Right.
So, but yeah. And I've even heard of stuff like the new PS5 controller, like can have like drift and stuff, and it's like, man, I still got like PS like 3 controller that doesn't drift.
I still have PS2 controllers that are fine. It's like, yeah.
The GameCube controller, I mean, that's because that's like hard plastic with like the ball in it. I get that. Like that's not feasible for something like a Switch because it would be super thick. But still, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna pick up the Splatoon OLED Switch. I really want.
Do you know the exact cost of this? What's the current cost of like the?
It's OLED like $10 more than the OLED, the regular OLED.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that around right now? Like, is that like around 300 still, or?
I think
wasn't
it's
sure
like
off the top of my head.
350. So this is like 360, I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking up. Yeah, it is 350 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably suck it up and buy it though.
Yeah. For me personally, because I do want to buy a physical copy of Splatoon 3, I don't mind that it doesn't come with it. Just because it would have probably had a digital download code. You know.
When is this coming out? Is this before Bayonetta 3? Because I want Bayonetta 3 physically.
This comes out before Bayo 3.
Okay, good. So I can get this and then buy Bayo. All right.
If I remember correctly, it's launching on the same day as Splatoon, right? Or maybe a day before.
Likely.
I think it's coming out like 9/9.
Okay.
September 9th.
So, all right, like a couple months away.
Yeah, because that's when Splatoon 3 is coming out, September.
Yeah, Splatoon 3. We still don't know who the idol group is. I'm
they
kind of
always wait till the last minute to show them off. So
that's true. But how are they gonna top the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook? What are they gonna do? They better have the best thing ever.
Easily. I'm not worried about it at all, to be honest.
I'm not. That's the most important part of a new Splatoon game.
It's true. No. It is the most important part.
I play a lot of Splatoon 2. I mean, I did, but I don't know. I don't feel like I stuck with it super long. I don't know why.
You definitely didn't. I played it for about 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
I only stopped playing it when they announced Splatoon 3, because at that point I was like, okay, I've already done everything in Splatoon 2. So I'll just wait for Splatoon 3 to come out. And that way I won't be burned out on Splatoon by the time Splatoon 3 comes out.
I missed a big tornado from 1. That was my biggest gripe with 2.
The Ink Strike?
Ink Strike.
I brought it. It's in 3.
Okay.
It's a triple ink strike.
Okay, yeah. So I'll have to see how fun that is to use. Because, just destroying an entire part of the map was the best thing ever.
So how the ink strike works in 3 is it's a triple ink strike. So you throw this ball, and wherever the ball lands, the ink strike will go to. And you get 3 balls, so you get to throw them 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like the gimmick of I can take out people from across the map and not even know if they're there. But, just still having big tornadoes again will be fun. I think the thing is just tactical nukes are fun.
Yeah.
That's what the experience is. But, yeah. Blah-blah-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Yes.
You think we're gonna get like a direct next month for that?
I think we will get a Splatoon 3 direct next month, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably likely.
Thought there was gonna be more I was gonna say about this. Can't remember now.
Splatoon, Squid, Kid, you're a squid.
No. I'm also planning on buying the extra accessories for this, like the case and then the Pro controller as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, is the OLED a different size than a regular Switch?
I think it's overall the same size. The screen is slightly bigger.
I'm gonna have to buy new screen protectors.
Yeah,
that's like the thing. You gotta buy those before you even get one of these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order this as soon as it goes up for pre-orders.
Yeah, let me know when that happens.
Okay, I'll tell you.
All right.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice.
Yeah. Is it as nice as the Animal Crossing Switch, though?
I think it looks better.
You think?
I think it looks way better. I think the gradient
Yeah,
looks
the gradients
really
are cool.
nice.
But the Animal Crossing Switch has a really distinct look. I don't know.
I think it
They need to
looks.
make more wacky things.
I think these are like the nicest looking Joy-Cons they've ever made, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, yeah, probably. They're not my favorite colors, but in terms of just fancy, like they're fancy.
Yeah.
All the Joy-Cons were pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. No.
I can't think of anything else. So if that's it, I guess we're done.
Yeah, I didn't have a ton to say on this, but on these topics, but
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, you were saying something about Bayo?
No, I just said, like, we've talked about Bayo 3 before, so I didn't have a ton to say. I thought I would have more, but
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to say.
That's whatever. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, it would be greatly appreciated if you leave a like. It helps us out a lot. You could also subscribe to be notified of when we make more videos and upload them and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to do. Everybody I know who's cool is subscribed to this channel. Just saying.
Big shiny red button. It's fun to click on.
Yeah, and when you click on it, it stops being red. And as we all know, you don't want things to be red.
Yeah, because that's danger.
Yeah. That like means you can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Farewell.